match number 21 of this day 4 of this wonderful tournament, VG and Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2 is getting its peak as the points table race started peaking out here. You can't just rely on your past statistics. You have to win match by match to make sure that you're on top of the game, which is going to be really challenging for the teams, especially these two teams. Pickyoutrails were taking on Deccan Resorts. Both the sides have lost their previous games, so it's more crucial for both the sides to come back stronger. Most importantly, both the sides were seeking out to bat perfectly. That batting style is impacting them. So that's going to be more crucial. Okay. As it's going to be a crucial factor, who's going to bat first, who's going to bowl first. It matters a lot because today's game have supported most of the teams bowling first to win the game. Fielders into the crease. Batters have walked in on the on-field. Umpires were ready. The match starts as per the time schedule. And that's the beauty of this tournament, this prestigious tournament in one of the heritage structures of Chennai. In fact, one of the heritage structures of India. Amir Mahal, Chennai. The iconic venue hosts many cricket matches here. It holds a lot of history. Right on the first ball, match number 21. Ah, that's clean ball as the bails were flying off. Starting off with a dismissal here. And this patriotic occasion of August 15 starts off with magical moments. Add one among them. This is one among them. Starts off with a wicket delivery. Good start to the first match of this day 4 for both the sides.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ana VGN Kensington Towers
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores irundhu VGN oda offer la book panna call 04443439999.
Pickyoutrail have straight away lost their first wicket in the very first ball. Good work from Muthu. But whereas this is quite unfortunate for Satya, would have dreamed a lot about this particular day. Because being a representative of the gully cricket, I know the impact that gully cricket match provides for a cricketer. The day adds a lot of value. They'll be having more dreams about the particular day that comes on. Tomorrow we are going to make it happen. Tomorrow we are going to make that happen. But all of a sudden, when you lose your wicket in the very first ball, it's going to be the real challenge for you. Opens their account with that wide plus single. 2 for 1 Pickyoutrail. Santosh the new batter and Kala Vinod on strike. They wanted that quick single. As that going for the quick single, the nervous factor matters a lot. As the fielders were looking out to be slightly nervous. They have to be on top of the game. Both the sides failed to perform with the bat well in the previous games, so they must work on their batting, both Pickyoutrail as well as Deccan. Oh, that's a wonderful shot selection. A cheeky one from Santosh. Both the batters got off the mark with the bat. The partnership plays a huge role in developing the batting styles. Most importantly, you must score more runs in the power play, in which you could push the bowlers into the back foot straight away. Then you could take some domination. That domination is not happening in this previous day's game for them. So that's one of those reasons why they had struggled to bat well in the previous game. For most of the sides who are failing to perform well with the bat in the power play, it's going to impact them a lot in the post power play overs, because you can't score much runs in the post power play. For instance, Deccan have scored 67 in their first game. Tusk Malan have chased the target easily. That's a fantastic shot to go for the boundary. First boundary of the day for Pickyoutrail. That's quite good control stroke making from Kala Vinod. This is what I've been speaking about. They must score runs on the power play. They must try scoring runs on the power play. To the reference of, we spoke about Deccan's batting. They had scored 67. But whereas when you take Pickyoutrail, the performance was completely bad in the first 10 strikers. They had lost all their wickets for just 45 runs. And imagine that's been chased down in very less number of time. In just 2.4 overs, innovative strikers have chased down the target. That's a very bad remark for them. And they are obviously at the bottom of the table for that poor performance. Pickyoutrails. Nine for one, Pickyoutrails. They must continue with the same rhythm. 9 in each over or 10 in each over. 85 plus or 90 plus is going to give a huge impact in this innings for Pickyoutrails. They could fight on in the second innings. Whereas if they couldn't score more than 80, it is going to be a challenge for them, as Deccan were decent batters. Vela Mahendran with the ball. The new bowler into the attack. 2 matches, 1 wicket for his name. Economy is not quite good. That's a good start to the over against Kala Vinod. Looks like a decent run-up, but the pace that he generates is interesting to watch out for. Well, in terms of power play, the 2 fielders being placed were deep mid-wicket. And Vela Mahendran is placing a sweeper cover in deep. 2 square boundary fielders, 1 sweeper cover and 1 deep mid-wicket. Rest of the fielders are standing inside the circle, especially straight regions were least covered. Still they're finding it easier to make things possible, as things were quite good under control for both the sides. Continues to bat on change of bat here for Kala Vinod. This is what the pace I've been speaking about. Despite of the line he bowled, obviously it's a wide ball, but despite of that, the kind of pace that he generates is not actually relative to the way how he runs up and how he releases the ball. It's completely contrasting performance from him, which is going to challenge the batters to score runs on the board. Vela Mahendran is exceptional with his bowling style, with the kind of pace that he is just generating today. Easy opportunities were missed down behind the stumps. Quick single that brings Santosh back on strike. "11 for 1 as of now, Pickyoutrails. I firmly believe that good understanding between the batters could add a lot of value for any side, and that's why partnerships are always rated in high demands. And the teams that had better partners have always done well in the big standards, especially in big games like finals and semi-finals. And this is going to be a big game for both the sides, because losing in this game is almost like losing their way in the tournament. So both the sides will be fighting hard, and that fighting spirit will be tested with the patience and the partnership that they are planning to make. So end of the day, it's all about the partnership. A cheeky attempt, but the placement was right from Santosh, and they will be getting some extra runs on the board for that. Excellent running between the wickets. That brings us to the end of second over. That's 2 overs completed. 15 for 1, Pickyoutrails.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra
I think this seems out to be quite good. Good use of power play for both the sides, 15 for 1. Decent batting display as well as control bowling performance from Vignesh. Vignesh, the new bowler. Velu Mahendran bowled really well in his first over along with Muthu. Third over and third bowler into the attack. Vignesh to bowl his first ball. Seems like they continues out to score runs on the board despite of whether it's power play or post power play. What matters is you have to maintain the run rate that you're looking for. There must be some ideal total for any side playing in the conditions despite of the kind of opposition that they're facing, and most importantly the kind of bowling attack that they're having. Keeping all these factors in mind and conditions as the third important aspect, they must fix some ideal total and has to work on that. Overworking sometimes won't result you, so it's always about the planned and structured working. Maybe 85 would be ideal total for some sites, 95 would be ideal total for some sites, 150 would be the safest total. It's up to certain circumstances that we're speaking about. Miscommunication. So far it seems like positive batting display as Kala, Vinod and Santosh were trying to build the partnership. Beautiful delivery that had been. Just kept things under control. Extra bounce and next bit of pace over there. And that's been bowled way outside the off stump. Typical test match delight it had been. Keeping things under control. 3 overs completed. That's 19 for 1. In fact, one more ball to go. Flicked into the skyleg region as no fielders over there. Wonderful save from the deep mid wicket fielder. Covered the ground really well. And saves 2 runs for his sides. 20 for 1 after 3. That's high in there. Fielder under the ball. And that's taken comfortably. Second wicket is here after a long time. The hurdle to bring the partnership didn't work well for the batters as they stood some time but couldn't make huge impact out of it. Raja brings up the breakthrough. And Kala Vinod has to depart. Look at that. The elevation was not perfect. They didn't got much of time to clear the boundary. And that's a simple catch taken. 20 for 2. Pick your trail. New batter walks into the crease. Jairam, the new batter, in at number 4 for Pickyoutrails. And this is the most crucial phase of any batting lineup, because in this phase you never know what needs to be done, whether it's an approach of attacking cricket or it's going to be the approach of defensive cricket. What needs to be done? There wasn't any fixed rule in T20 cricket or T10 cricket, but what you are going to do is up to your own choice. So that confusion is kind of pushing the batters into the back foot. That may happen to many sides who are batting first. That might happen to Jairam and Santosh too by now. They may plan to be defensive for the next 5 overs and then they may try to attack the bowler. But this is quite good stuff from Jairam. Walks into the crease straight away. Got a couple of runs on the board. Good placement, in fact. He left way, created his own room to cut the ball. And they must strategize properly to use that one power play over. Whether it's going to be the 9th over or 7th over or 6th over or 8th over, that must be clear. And on what basis you're planning to take that power play, everything matters a lot. I love the way how Santosh approaches this innings. He wants to take 2 of every single ball, not just because of single run. It's always important to push your opposition into the back foot. If you go for the second run for that, there will be some tension on the crease. He's appealing for clean bowled over that. Anyway, let's come back to that. So speaking about that, converting ones into twos pushes pressure for the bowlers as well as the fielder. Some frustration will build on the crease. So that kind of improvises the partnership to the next level. And these are those minute factors that must be kept in control in terms of approaching the mind games. Continues to bowl Raja King, the wicket-taking bowler. Swings and misses out, and dot ball to end the over. That's 4 overs completed, 24 for 2 Pickyoutrails.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
$24 for 2. Been a quite decent performance from Deccan Park Resorts. They're trying to take things under control. The projected score shows 60. That is not going to be an enough total in a venue like Amir Mahal. And Santosh knows it clearly. That's why he's trying to go for the big shots. But I'm not advising the batters to go for the big shot, because if I'm a skipper, I would advise the batters to turn things in a different way. In fact, Santosh was also trying that too. Paddle sweeps, scoop shots, reverse sweeps. Reverse sweeps are more often shots being played in the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 1. Whereas in season number 2, we couldn't see much of impactful reverse sweeps and switch hits happening. We've seen a few, but they are very few in terms of numbers. So there should be more reverse sweeps and switch hits. Those were the most productive areas, because there weren't any fielders in third man and point direction at deep. Even there isn't a cover point fielder in deep position. Keeping that in mind, the batters must work on. It's always about breaking the barriers that stops you from going. That's how scoop shots have won. That's how reverse sweeps have won. That's how even sweep shots have won. You can't just resist yourself by just sticking on to the basics. Basics is the level in which you know the game, and nuances are something that opens a lot of gates for you to perform well in the match. So it's always important to stick on to the basics. Oh, that's fingers going up. He is disappointed, Jairam. It was surprising to see that being a dismissal, but that's how it happened. A wicket here, 25 for 3. That is Vignesh gets his first breakthrough. It's quite unfortunate for someone like Jairam. The skipper himself losing his way in the middle to Muthu, the catcher. Vasant Seriraj, the new batter, is walking into the crease. He's in at number 5 for Pickyoutrails. Interesting, a left-handed batter. Continues to bowl Vignesh as he is trying to take things under control. There is 25 for 3 from Pickyoutrails. Not much of impactful performances. On one side we are having Santosh, who's standing at the non-strikers, and right from the beginning of the first innings, not much boundaries to Santosh, but he's trying to stick on to the conditions without losing his wickets. Straight away getting off the mark with that single. Vasant. Been a quite decent over so far from Vignesh. In fact, the overall spell from Vignesh itself is looking refreshing. He's 1.5 overs, only 7 runs conceded and 1 wicket for his name. Now this is going to be the last ball. The maximum he could concede is 13 runs if it goes for the sixer, or else it will be even much better numbers for him. Single to end the over. That's 5 overs completed, 27 for 3.
உலகத்தோட முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 years தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation.
Halfway through the first innings of match number 21, the day 4 of VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy, one of the most crucial games for these two sides individually. Pickyoutrails taking on Deccan. One of these two sides can optimize themselves into the points table race, whereas the other are going to suffer a lot. This game will answer for that question. Title sponsored by VGN, creating assets since 1942. 1xBat, use Prince 43 promo code to get the welcome bonus from 1xBat. 6it are the ball providers, Nighthawk Energy Drink are the beverage providers, and Xinjiv are providing accessories. Along with that, Drop Thought, Lanson Toyota, Nippon Paint, Asia's number 1 paint, and a boundary here. One bounce boundary that had been from Santosh. Very, very much needed boundary it is. Because of the kind of pressure that they had in this innings, at a point of time I thought that the score would be around 60 or less. But this looks out to be refreshing, and they must score more than that. And we've been speaking about the sponsors of this prestigious tournament: Lanson Toyota, Nippon Paints, Asia's number 1 paints, Carbon, and SB Sports. Drop Thought, thanks to all the sponsors. Trying to go for another big shot, catches the goal. That's a most sensible decision by the fielder. If he walked forward, that would have gone for the boundary. One of the most smartest decisions. We've seen very less numbers in this tournament so far, because most of the fielders often tried to go for the catch and they lost the ball completely. Because of that extra bounce, it eventually went for the boundary. Continues to bowl Manikandan. Seems out to be slightly bottom-handed dominating style for Vasant, that even his right hand got dragged and left-handed completely took over the innings. It sometimes used to happen for few batters. Punched hard, that's a pull shot in front of wicket. Fielders chasing down the ball, tried his best, but no chance to stop that as it goes over the boundary ropes. First boundary for Vasant. And this one turns out to be slightly bit expensive over, and the over that they're looking for. This is that over. 11 runs conceded so far, 2 more to go. Continues to bowl Manikandan, with Vasant and Santosh trying to build the partnership to take the team out of the crisis. This time high in the air, catches the call, and that's taken. Well run and great catch taken by the fielder. Vasant's shot cameo came to an end after that boundary as Vasant tried to play it through the covers, couldn't get the elevation better as he's walking back to the pavilion for just 7 runs. That's 4th wicket have fallen here for Pickyoutrails. That's 38 for 4. Just take back a look at that shot. Look at that. He didn't got that elevation, and that catch is a wonderful catch taken. Well run and good catch taken by Akhilesh. 38 for 4.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
2 and 3 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
Pick your trail. 38 for 4. With Srinath into the crease as number 6 batter. One more to end the over. After conceding a couple of runs in this over, finally Manikandan came in with a breakthrough. Oh, he's okay. So much of dance over there. 6 overs completed. That's 38 for 4. Pick your trail. .38 for 4 after 6. Continues to bowl. Another quick good delivery. No chance of that being a dismissal. Santosh is still fighting hard at one end with Srinath, the new batter, yet to get off the mark. Raja King to bowl his last over. 1.1 overs, 5 for 1 for him. Oh, what an excellent delivery that had been. Srinath is looking confused. I didn't know what happened on that particular delivery. That's such a nail-biting Yorker. In fact, the right word to mention is toe-crushing Yorker. And his toe got crushed, it seems. Hope he's okay, despite of all those phrases. We wish the cricketers to be fine as quick as possible, as they are the real entertainers of this tournament. Yeah, Srinath is ready. Bowling really good here, Raja King, because that one big weapon that you could use in a tennis ball cricket match is perfect Yorker. Why did I mention that perfect is? If you didn't bowl a perfect Yorker, it will go as a low full toss delivery or it will go as a full early delivery. Both of them are going to be punished for sure. So it's like between the wall of fire and water. If you slip, you'll fall down. And both ends are dangerous for you. So it's always important to stick on to the game. If you're planning to bowl in Yorker, it must be landing at the perfect area. Or else this is what happens. He didn't got much of better connection, but most of the batters would have punished that for a maximum, since that is a low full toss delivery. An over attempted Yorker, which is not working well for him. Raja King is trying to do something animated out of his comfort zone. Last ball for him, 1.5 overs, 8 for 1. Change of pace. A different approach altogether to complete his spell. That's end of 7 overs, 43 for 4, Pickyoutrails. Just few runs coming off the over. 5 runs.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
43 for 4. Projected score shows 61 because they are 1 run extra of 6.00 run rate because it's 42 balls bowled and 43 runs scored. Still no signs of them taking that power play. Good start to the 8th over. So the next over might be the mandatory power play for them, as Pickyoutrails didn't took up that power play. Vinoj, the new bowler, to bowl the 8th over. Santosh is frustrated. It will be devastating to fight against an opposition who are doing really well and your batters are not contributing to the expectation. The biggest advantage of having Santosh at one end is he's kept on picking those 2 runs. That's a wonderful shot from Srinath. That's way much important shot at this point of time, as that shot brought in some enlightenment to the game, and that shot brought in a value, an expectation that they could add to the game. A wonderful maximum that had been 50 up here for Pickyoutrails in 7.3 overs. Good to attack the new bowler. Another one. Another big shot as the extra covers fielder chasing the ball. A wonderful running between the wickets. This is even much smarter way. I didn't see any innovations on the field here from Deccan. Look at that. This is what I've encouraged about Santosh's attitude. He was always welcoming for that extra run, which adds a bit of pressure for Deccan fielders. And this is not the right way to structure your fielding positions. There wasn't enough backups. For Vinoj, 10 runs conceded already, and this looks out to be a challenging total for Pickyoutrails. Strong shouts, and the story is coming to an end. That one key batter who fought for a very long time tried to convey some positive intent in the game, and he is finally losing his way in the middle. Santosh walks back to the pavilion for 17 runs of 15 balls. That's such a wonderful contribution, and the amount of time he spent on the crease is more valuable. Taking back a look at that previous dismissal of Santosh, trying to play across, that's way outside the off stump. Wonderful delivery from Vinoj. 53 for 5 after 7.5.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
New batter. Naresh J is the new batter into the crease. Seems like a tall batter. More expectations on such tall batters. Having a power too. This time he didn't got much connection, but maybe the next over we could see some miracles happen, as the next over is going to be the power play. End of 8 overs, 54 for 5 Pickyoutrails. Power play have been taken. They must take that power play at this point of time. So only 2 fielders will be allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Rest of the fielders must stand within the 30-yard circle. This is going to open a lot of gaps for them. And in case if they want to change the fate of this innings, this is that one over that could change the entire context if they try to score more than 15 or 20 runs in this over. Right into the first ball. Muthu with the ball. That's deviating from the fielder. Starting off with welcome runs of 2 runs on the board. Will be quite crucial, and seems like Naresh is a solid batter. A well-crafted batter for this tail-ender role, or to lower middle order batter, where you have to just come and score boundaries and sixer without setting himself comfortably. It seems like he is such a kind of batter. But as of now, the connection was not much better for him. Should have read the ball perfectly, as everyone knows this will turn behind the short third man. Continues to bowl Muthu N. So far the power play has been taken in control really well. No signs of any boundaries yet. Same region, same fielder. But this time never makes any mistake over. There will be just a single. And that takes Naresh to non-strikers in. It's turn of Srinath now to take care of the power play. 5 runs conceded so far. As the on-field umpires are getting a check over the ball's quality. As everyone knows, 6 hit were the ball providers for this tournament. Such a high quality tennis ball crickets. Got the connection better. Placement was right, but fielder under the ball, and that's taken. This is a roller coaster ride of a stroke making from Srinath. For a moment we thought it's into the gap, but somewhere in the middle the mid-wicket fielder chased down the ball really well. That's a wonderful catch taken. As Srinath walks back to the pavilion. Akhilash was the fielder. Just take back a look at that. It travelled really well, and Akhilash finally walked forward and grabbed that catch comfortably. 59 for 6, Pickyoutrails. Shreyansh, the new batter. Minute number 8 for Pickyoutrails. Now it's up to Shreyansh and Naresh to take care of the power play. Seems like the power play is being controlled. We didn't saw even a single good shot being placed. 3 edges for Naresh, and the 4th ball went on to be a dismissal delivery. Shreyansh straight away getting off the mark with that single. One more to end this over. 60 for 6. Now the 20 runs will be adding more value to their batting. Psychologically good total. Now the big shot catches the call. That's not a catch and will be a welcome 2 runs on the board. Wonderful running between the wickets to complete the over. A decent power play here as the bowler completed the over decently. 8 runs conceded in this over. 62 for 6, Pickyoutrails, and one more over to go.
உலகத்தோட முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 years தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. உலகத்தோட முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு
.62 for 6. Last over. Good one from Shreyansh. And that's a boundary. Extra bounce helped the batter to get this boundary. First boundary for him and the most crucial boundary in the game. As Pickyoutrails have started the last over with a boundary. Look at that. The fielders must be very careful on that extra bounce factor. On strike Shreyansh. Got the connection better. Placement was right this time as it goes for the 1 bounce boundary again. Back to back boundaries it is from Shreyansh. And Shreyansh should have been into the crease way earlier as he's very good at scoring runs on the board. He's very flexible with his placements. The wrist work is really good for him. Straight away there have been a field positioning, change of fielders. There is a deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Extra protections for being placed under the same region. Continues to bowl. Vela Mahendran. Got the connection better as that travels like a rocket. Nobody were moving for that. Goes for the boundary. It's hat-trick of boundaries here. As Shreyansh is fulfilling the desires of Pickyoutrails to put some valuable total on the scoreboard. And the most important part is the Vegan wheel of Shreyansh. Long on, extra covers and deep square leg. So it's 3 different regions. His head position is staying still. Change of fielders, extra covers in position at deep. Helicopter shot this time as the fielder chasing the ball will be just a single. Shreyansh will be at the non-strikers end now. Naresh back on strike, who's also trying hard to score runs on the board. This is going out to be an expensive over. 13 runs so far with 2 more balls to go. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Naresh was not satisfied. He thinks that it is not an outside edge as the bat hit the ground, but on-field umpires were raising their fingers. That's the decision of on-field umpires will be respected. As Naresh is walking back to the pavilion, taking back a look at the dismissal. Even with this view, we'll never get the view of on-field umpires. So they'll be having some clarifications on what they're doing. 75 for 7 it is. $75 for 7. Last ball of the innings. Pickyoutrails. Seems like a decent total. Akash, the new batter. Swings and misses out, and that's a dot ball. Last 3 overs was a wonderful comeback here from Vela Mahendran as he just conceded single run in the last 3 balls. And 2 dismissal it seems as the last ball went on to be dismissal delivery. That 75 is the final total score by Pickyoutrails in the end of 10 overs. That's such a wonderful batting performance from few batters of Pickyoutrails. Starting from Kala, scoring a boundary. Santosh played a very long innings and more safest innings. Srinath did his contributions really well. And Shreyansh, the man to remember, scored a couple of boundaries in the very last over that ensured that they're scoring 75 runs at the end of 10 overs. Whereas when you look at the bowling card, 2 overs 17 for 2, Muthu. Vail Mahendran 2 overs 19 for 1. Vignesh, the pick of the bowler, 2 overs 8 for 1. Raja King maintains the same number, 2 overs 8 for 1. Manigannan and Vinod 1 over 11 for 1 each. That's how the bowling card went so far. That's quite a bit of collaborative effort with the ball as all the bowlers have picked up a wicket each. 76 will be the target here for Deccan Park Resorts to win the game in the second innings. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen.
Is your customer feedback as vocal as these fans? Choose Drop Thought to turn voices into valuable insights. Serving 2,000 customers in 50 countries with a growing team of 4,000, celebrating 25 years of digital transformation. Serving 2,000 customers. Is your customer feedback as vocal as these fans? Choose Drop Thought to turn voices into valuable insights. Is your serving 2,000 customers in 50 countries with a growing team of 4,000, celebrating 25 years of digital transformation. Serving
right into the second innings. 76 runs required to win the game for Deccan Park Resorts. I'm not sure whether it's going to be easy one or is it going to be a challenging one. It's up to the way how Deccan Park Resorts are going to take this. If they think this is going to be an easy one, then things are going to be challenging. If they think this is going to be a challenging one, then things are going to be easy. That's how it works here. As openers are walking into the crease, the game plan must be pretty clear for Pickyoutrails, because defending a target, that's a trend here in modern day cricket, in T10 and T20 cricket. So they must try defending this target. That could boost a lot of confidence on them. Keeping that in mind, they should work on defending this target. They batted pretty decently in that previous game too. So that is going to be helping out them in terms of reaching out what they're looking for, which is way too important. As the openers are setting themselves ready, the power play field positioning is being installed. Been a wonderful day of cricket here. The day number 4, match number 21 is happening. One of the most crucial matches in this tournament. Since it is a group-wise tournament, not every match is going to impact all the sides of the tournament. Especially this particular match is happening for this particular group, which is called Group Number F. They're having innovative strikers, Tuskmelon Cricket Club and Deccan and Pickyoutrails were part of that group. So as of now, innovative strikers were the table toppers with a run rate of 13.875. That's massive number. They beat Pickyoutrails with a huge difference in the previous game. Whereas Tuskmelon have beaten Deccan Park Resorts. So the winner of this game might ensure a third position right into the first ball. Swings and that's in the air as that went for the boundary. Good start to the first ball of the game. A positive intent from the batters. This is not going to be the end of this game, but Vasant have started a positive intent into the batting lineup. On the other end, we are having Dinesha, the skipper himself, to accompany his side. Naresh J with the ball. One of the tall bowlers to watch out for. Naresh is having a short third man, a short fine leg, a short square leg, a mid-wicket in position within the 30-yard circle. And in terms of deep fielders, there is long on and long off. Thickish outside edge that's been cutting down to get single on the very second ball, getting off the mark with that single. This is quite good with the way how Vasant is batting. He looks like a busy cricketer. As long as Vasant stays in the crease, it is going to be a valuable power play for them. Dinesha for the first time, the skipper of the side. Pulls the ball and placement was right as its one bounce boundary goes over the boundary banner of SB Sports. Welcome boundaries as both the batters have started their innings with the boundary. Getting off the mark with the boundary. This is a fantastic start for them. Deccan Park Resorts trying to utilize the power play well. And Naresh Ji must be very precise in his lengths because he was bowling that back of length which offers a bit of extra bounce for him to pull the ball. And Naresh is not even having a single fielder, a deep fielder in square leg region. Long on and long off in position. So he must bowl Yorkers and full and deliveries. But this is quite good from Naresh. This is fantastic delivery. Good comeback from him. Thus, in the group that we're speaking about, as this went on to be another fantastic day of cricket. 3 more interesting matches were waiting for you to watch and enjoy in this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2, including the title sponsor VGN along with 1xBat. Use Prince 43 the promo code to get the welcome bonus from 1xBat, Nippon Paint, Asia's number 1 paint. And Nighthawks were the energy drink partners. That's a misfield that should be avoided. Xinji were providing accessories. Lance and Toyota dropped out. Sixit were the ball providers, Carbon and SB Sports. Thanks to all the sponsors for making such a wonderful tournament.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
That's 12 for no loss. Good start to the first over. Deccan Park Resorts. Both Vasant and Dinesha have started with a positive intent. A change of field positioning for the second bowler. Shreyansh with the ball. He batted really well in the last over. 3 back-to-back boundaries for his name. That ensured that they have scored a decent total at the end of first 10 overs. A typical off-spinner body language. And he is a typical off-spinner. An off-spinner being punished by the right-handed batter. This has been a regular love story that's out of the park from Dinesha. Such a wonderful batting. Such a wonderful way to welcome Shreyansha. You're the one who hit 3 sixes right in the last over. Then I'm going to punish you now. That's the kind of mindset that the skipper is having. I won't blame the bowler, but in a tennis ball cricket, a spinner won't get any grip. Even though we could turn the ball, the bounce aspect of tennis ball is not going to support the spinner as much as long as you bowl the arm ball. So it's always better to bowl the arm ball even much quicker, as straight as possible. But the body language looks out to be really good. He seems like a professional cricketer, Shreyansh. As they're still searching for the ball, as it went over the dugout. One of the biggest venues this had been, the Amir Mahal cricket ground. This time short ball offered and that's been punished. Change of aspect here from Shreyansh, but the result doesn't change us. Boundary it is from Dinesha. Just take back a look at that. You're not having a square leg fielder, but you're having guts to bowl this delivery. Are you joking, Shreyansh? This must not be bowled at this level of cricket. Now straight away change of field positioning. There is a deep square leg fielder. There is a deep mid-wicket fielder. No straight fielders in position. No long on, no long off. Changes his style as Shreyansh is trying to bowl medium pace. Another big shot. This time even much better connection as it goes for a maximum. Dinesha is in a different mode of cricket today and he is utilizing the power play to the fullest. What a fantastic batting display it had been. Even this had a bit of timing. Look at that. This is not short ball offered, but still there has been more timing for him to go into the back foot and rotate his complete body to play the pull shot. I think Dinesha must go straight because no man plays in straight direction. But he is having different plans altogether. This time going through the covers. Another boundary. 20 runs in his very first ball. Shreyansh conceded what he have scored in the first innings. You're the one who scored back-to-back boundaries, right? Now you're getting punished for 20 runs in 4 balls. What a wonderful use of power play. This is how a batting side must use their power play. 32 for no loss. This seems like all gates being open for them now. The target looks out to be easy one. Wow, what a big shot that had been over the long on fielder. That's a huge shot. A typical T20 delight to watch out for. I'm really satisfied with the way he scored that maximum. Because when it comes to 6 hitting, this is the region, this is the placement. This is the style of shot that you should make to make it bigger. Now Shreyansh is running out of option. He must speak with his teammates. There must be some conversation. And Naresh is having some conversation with Shreyansh. That is pretty much important at this point of time. And the most important thing is the fielders must cheer the bowler. Nobody's shouting for him. He feels lonely, it seems. Last ball of the over. And nothing changes with it as it goes for the boundary. Another big shot as it went down to be 30 runs over to end the power play. That's 2 overs completed, 42 for no loss. Just take back a look at this shot. Even this one is short ball being offered and that's been punished. You know, this is all about the confidence you gain from the previous boundaries you score. That's why it's always important to score boundaries in the early balls of the over. End of 2, it's 42 for no loss. The current run rate shows 21.00 and the required run rate is 4.25. If they go with the same pace, they'll score 210 in 10 overs. That's high in the air, fielder under the ball. That is taken. A breakthrough is here. The first breakthrough is here for Pickyoutrails after conceding 30 runs in the previous over. But this is not Dinesha. This is Vasant who tried to go for the big pull shot in front of wicket, in fact. Look at that. But he didn't got better elevation as he's walking back to the pavilion. Srinath gets his first wicket, 42 for 1, Deccan Park results.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
New batter Raja King walks into the crease. Will he maintain the same rhythm that they are travelling on so far? Let's wait and watch. But that's a good start for Srinath. Straight away dismissed the batter and gave some breakthrough. Beautiful shot that had been. And that went quite closer. That's a one bounce boundary. Fell short of the boundary ropes. Raja King starts his innings with the boundary. He is getting off the mark with that boundary. Just now I've been asking about the intention. Will he be continuing with the same rhythm? First of all, Srinath will invite for that, and Raja will be taking that for granted. These are all those presentations, invitations in fact. Come on, hit me for the boundary. Okay, it's taken. Finally some calmness in the game. The last 8 balls have been phenomenal. 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 and a wicket and a boundary again. What an excellent performance, dramatic performance this had been. Viewers must enjoy this game. Would have enjoyed this game. I shouldn't declare that, right? But I hope viewers would have enjoyed this entire over. As the same man back on strike now, Dinesha. To all the viewers out there watching this game, a happy Independence Day. To all the brothers and sisters, this will always be a special day in India's history. Leading edge. And that's a couple of runs on the board. Wonderful running between the wickets. 49 for 1. Deccan Park Resorts. As the required run rate shows 17.29. I'm sorry, required run rate 3.77. Current run rate 17.29. And Dinesha moves with a strike rate of 370. Swings and misses out. Dot ball to end the over. 3 overs completed, 49 for 1. $49 for 1. Raja King on strike. Jairam the bowler. New bowler into the attack. The skipper himself. It will be really challenging for them to come out of the situation that they are in at this point of time. Good running between the wickets, adding 2 runs for their sides. That's 50 up here for Deccan Resorts in no time. In just 19 balls, they have completed their 50 runs. 51 for 1. Such a great batting display. Oh, trying to do something cheeky. I've been worrying about this factor. Why nobody are trying those reverse sweeps and switch hits? Finally someone tried it. No matter what, whether you got the result or not, it's all about the intention that matters a lot in T10 cricket. Whether you're trying to go for the big shot, whether you're trying to be unique, whether you're trying to do something productive, that matters a lot. This is even much better delivery. This time with the conventional way of scoring runs that goes for the boundary. Raja King continues the same rhythm with what Vasant and Dinesha were trying initially. With just 21 more runs required to win, things were getting quicker and easier for Deccan Park Resorts. They seems to be even more challenging comparing to the previous game. Seems like they did a lot of homework and came back stronger today. Still no signs of any fielder being placed at sweeper cover. Got the connection better this time. Switch hit it is. And no man standing at the position. It will be travelling to one bounce boundary. That's what I was mentioning about. There are no fielders standing at the sweeper cover region. And this is what you get once you're not rectifying the mistake. Just take back a look at that. He saw that position where no fielders are standing and switch hit. This is what that defines T10 format. This is what that defines tennis ball cricket. It's not just about the conventional stroke making, it's also about the conventional stroke making, but along with unconventional, unorthodox shots. Now there is a man in deep, no deep square leg now, as deep square leg came forward. That's high in the air, fielder coming forward. Oh, that's a bit of misjudgment as it goes for the boundary again. He came too forward to grab the catch. Seems like things were getting quicker for Deccan Park Resorts. With that one big over, everything is going out of hands for Pickyoutrails. Now just 13 more runs required. 1-3 it is to win the game. Seems like the day 4 is the day of chasers. Match number 19 and match number 20 were won by teams batted second. And even match number 21 looks out to be a match that is going to favor the team batting second. That's easy boundary as it hits the boundary rope near Lanson Toyota and dropped out. End of 4 overs, it's 67 for 1. But before that, let's look at that replay. The intention was somewhere else, but the thickish outside edge, sometimes luck favors the brave now. This is what that luck for him. And it eventually goes near the boundary rope banners of Lanson Toyota and dropped out. Our sponsors for the tournament, one of our sponsors for the tournament, including Nippon Paint, Asia's #1 paint. That's 4 overs, 67 for 1.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury.
Nine to win the game. Raja King on strike. In fact, Dinesha on strike. As Raja King played really well in the previous over. Back to back 4 boundaries for him. Seems like Dinesha is playing some solid second fiddle role to Raja King, as Raja King is someone who's scoring a couple of boundaries regularly. Much better strike rates for both the batters. Oh, he fell on the ground. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. That's very unfortunate for the batters. Dinesha King must depart now. I was expecting some sportsmanship spirit in the middle, but anyway, this is not going to be criticized. Yeah, coming on to that. 68 for 2 as Dinesha walks back to the pavilion for 38 runs. Jagan, the new batter. Good one from Srinath. Just took things under control. As the next teams are waiting That's dugout where the players will be sitting and enjoying the game, strategizing things. Everything will be. Seems like Srinath is struggling a bit. Oh, that's high in the air, that's right direction, and that's a maximum ransom stroke making this had been from Raja King. What a fantastic batting display. What happened to Deccan Park results? Is this the team that just scored 67 runs in the previous game? Look at those shots. This is impressive. This is impressive from Deccan Park Resorts. Look at the strike rate. This is 263.64. 29 runs of 11 balls from Raja King. .74 for 2. Continues to bowl. Just 2 to win the game. This time through the covers. And that's the end of this game as that one bounce boundary completes the game within just 4.4 overs. Deccan Park Resorts have chased down the target of 76 runs. A fantastic batting display, magical performance here from Dinesh Shah, the skipper, along with Raja King, 33 of 12 balls, Dinesh Shah 38 of 12 balls. They ensure that they are winning this game. Wonderful performance this had been. Raja King will be getting the Player of the Match award, and best batter will be going to Dinesh Shah, and best bowler will surely be Muthu N. That's an outstanding performance and more confidence boosting performance here for Deccan Resorts. Kudos to the performances. Look at that. The final gestures, friendly gestures, they're handshaking each other. This is an interesting match to watch out for in this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. This is how it used to be. The 10 overs tennis ball cricket. We will see a lot more magics with the 6-hit balls. And our title sponsor VGN, creating assets since 1942. 1x bat. Use promo code of Prince43 to get welcome bonus from 1x bat. Lanson Toyota, Drop Thought, Nippon Paint, Asia's #1 paint, Nighthawk Energy Drink, Xinji who are providing accessories, SB Sports and Carbon. Thanks to all the sponsors.